Hello and good morning for unfortunately the second time, not that you've heard it. I just recorded this clip with the three plants that you can see in my inventory and then I forgot to turn the audio on. So I got really annoyed and then cancelled the clip, not thinking that I could have saved the video. So that's an all-round fail. But anyway, you can see just in the screenshot here or in the screen that I'm at Alcarid and I've just picked my potato cactus. You get 6 seeds from it, and they come 2 at a time, and they are worth that much. So 3.7k at the moment, going by the prices. Now, the price of the seed was obviously quite a lot more than that. So, as I was saying before, at the moment, if you are kind of intent on trying to do these for money, unless you get the seeds yourself, I literally wouldn't bother. I mean, you could just buy one seed and pop it in this bed, and then come by and pick it each time it's ready rather than reseeding it. But if you were going to do that, I would recommend you doing cactus because the cactus spines are a lot more profitable. So yeah, I wouldn't necessarily go for that. I also did the barberry bush, which is the big tall spiky bush with the fruit at the top. You gain about 1.2k farming for picking it, which is quite a lot actually. And then you have this really funny animation where you stand to the side, you run back to here, and then you sort of do a forward roll over the top of the plant and grab the fruit. And that granted me 908 agility XP. So, I mean, obviously my agility level is only 79, and therefore I would imagine that if you had a much higher agility level, you would get a bit more XP, but it's not as much as I was hoping for. I mean, that's slightly selfishly because I really was hoping that it might be worth doing each day to get some agility XP. But unless I suddenly got a load of barberry seeds for not very much, I don't think it would be even worth my time doing. And finally, I also did, as you can see, the grapevine plant that I picked. Again, that gave quite a lot of farming. I think about 1,500 when I checked the bush, and then it gave 330 XP per grape. Now I got grapes of Zamarok, Guthix, and Sourdough, so it's not just one per bush at random. You get all three at random. Also, they're not tradable, as you can see. So obviously what they're used for is turning them into their wines of each seed type, and then I believe you can turn those into super potion versions. So obviously we have sourdough and brews, which you can now turn into super sourdough and brews. I don't really know too much about what those potions do and all the rest of it, but perhaps I can look it up. I do have the prickly pear seed to plant in here, but I didn't bring it with me, so I might save that for another video, or perhaps I'll just tell you about it in an update. And here we are with the final wishing well bush. So as you can see, that's grown completely, and as I said before, it sort of looks like a little bit like when the strike worms come out of the ground, or I suppose a little bit. Anyway, we're going to check this now, and that's 2,200 XP. So pick from wishing well bush. To persuade this plant to relinquish its fruit will require 467k. Okay, well, let's go for it. Just bear with me, bank pin, so we're going to have to black screen you a little bit there. And what do I get? You catch the ripe wishing well fruit, and congratulations, you've earned a free spin. Right, so open wishing well fruit. Congratulations. You open the fruit and receive the bounteous goods. Okay. Wow, that's going to be quite a lot actually. Jesus. Okay, so it cost me 400 and something odd K to put in, and I have gained this much in terms of items. That's a slightly skewed price because those sunchoke seeds will sell for more than 630. Well, I hope. So what I'm going to quickly do is go and teleport and then go to the G and sell them. And I'm back. So I was just at the G and I managed to sell those 200 odd seeds for a little bit more than mid, which is kind of a result. Not as much as I thought. So the seeds have obviously already begin to crash down from what they were, obviously just because people have simply gone out and farmed them, the seeds, as in got hold of them, not farmed them. Yeah, gone and got a lot of them and brought them into the game, which is kind of good because the prices did need to come down. They were quite high, so it's nice to see that that's the case. I did think about keeping them, but yeah, I just decided in the end that it would probably be better to sell them. So yeah, it was nice to see that that wishing well plant kind of is potentially valuable, and as I said, it's good to see that it brings or takes money out of the game by bringing items in. So for now, guys, I think I'm going to leave this series off there probably. I hope you've enjoyed. It's not always that I'll be bringing new content out the day that it comes out. I did with this particular update purely because I'm obviously a high level in farming and I had an interest in the update, which is nice to see, and it's not always the case with Jagex because let's face it, a lot of the updates that they bring out are complete garbage. So I have to say a bit of a thumbs up from me to Jagex. It's nice to see them implementing high level stuff into a skill that, you know, in some areas was quite redundant. Still slightly frustrated by the fact that, you know, the vast majority of people won't be using this to farm their to get their farming XP because warbands is you know, still very high. But yeah, for now, I think I will say goodbye. So, as ever, if you've enjoyed this or if there's anything you particularly want to see, do leave me a comment or send me a message. I'll try to get back to you relatively quickly if you do. And I am going to be continuing with Slayer now because as of yesterday, I didn't really do an awful lot of Slayer just because I was kind of concentrating on this update. So yeah, I'm going to be getting back to Slayer, kicking on with that today, and I'm sure I'll get a Slayer video out possibly today or tomorrow. So for now, I'll say goodbye and thank you very much as ever.